Are you tired of Windows 11 refusing to install on your older PC when a clean setup without unnecessary apps? Hello everyone, Mauro here. In this lesson, we're going to look at steps to automate the installation of Windows 11 on unsupported hardware without bloatware, or at least with the least amount of junk. For this process, we're going to be using the answer file, which is also commonly known as the autounattend.xml, which is an XML file that contains all the answers for the regular installation. Also, it includes the special configurations to bypass the hardware requirements such as TPM 2.0, secure boot, and RAM. Also, using this approach, we can set up an installation of Windows 11 with a local account, skipping the Microsoft account. You can then integrate this file into the USB bootable media that you can use to install the operating system on virtually any hardware configuration. This process will delete everything on your computer. As a result, it is recommended to create a full backup of any data before proceeding. First, we're going to create a standard Windows 11 USB bootable media. And to do that, just go to the web browser and go to this website. Then, instead of downloading the ISO file, what we're going to be using is the media creation tool. And to do that, under the Create Windows Installation Media, click the Download Now button and save this file to your computer. Open the file location, and then we're going to run the tool. For this, you will need a USB flash drive with at least 8 GB of storage, and now is the time to connect it to your computer. Remember that this process will delete everything on that drive, so make sure that if you have anything, you back it up before proceeding. Here, the media creation tool is going to select the default language and edition that matches whatever is currently installed on your computer. If you need to change this setting, make sure to clear this option and select the language. For edition, you can't change anything. Now, for this process, we're going to select the USB flash drive option and then click Next. Now, select the removable drive that you want to use for this process. And don't worry about this name because this is just a label for the drive because I used it before to create a bootable media for unsupported hardware. Now, click Next. And now the media creation tool is going to download the files and it's going to create the Windows 11 USB bootable media. Now, while the tool completes the creation process, we're going to proceed with the creation of the answer file to install Windows 11 on unsupported hardware without bloatware or a Microsoft account. And to start, just open once again your web browser and then go to this website. Here, you don't need to pause the video. You can always check the video description to get the link to the full written version of this tutorial. Now, although there are multiple ways to create an autounattend.xml file, using the tool available on this website makes everything super easy. Now, this tool includes a tons of settings that we can configure for the installation of Windows 11. However, I'm just going to go through the common settings that you need to configure for a successful installation, and I am only going to emphasize on the steps to bypass all the requirements and to debloat the installation. First, you need to select this option and then select the Windows display language. In my case, it's English. You also may want to specify the first language for installation and the keyboard layout if they're different from the Windows display language. And in here, you want to choose your location. Now, Windows 11 only offers the 64-bit version, so select Intel AMD 64-bit. Now, check the bypass Windows requirements check for TPM, secure boot, and other requirements. This is perhaps the most important setting that you need to check while creating the answer file. Also, you want to check the hide any PowerShell window during the Windows setup. You want to use this option so that if any script during the setup process pops up, it will not stop the installation process. Now, if you're only going to use the answer file for installing Windows 11 on a specific computer, you can select this option and choose the computer name that you want to use right now. However, you plan to use the same USB bootable media on other computers, it's best to select the Let Windows Generate a Random Computer Name option. For Compact OS, just leave the default option. For Time Zone, use the default option. Under the Partitioning and Formatting section, select this option to allow the Windows setup to create all the partitions that are necessary for the installation of Windows 11, and all the default options are the recommended ones. Also, make sure that Do Not Run a Script option is selected. Under the Windows Edition, select the Use Generic Product key. So this will allow the setup to continue with installation. Now, if you are installing Windows 11 on a computer that already had Windows 10 already installed and activated, then Windows 11 will install automatically. Now, if this is a brand new computer, then at the end of the installation, you will have to activate the product. Also, right here, select the edition of Windows that your product key activates. In my case, it's Windows 11 Pro. And here, you can use the default option. Now, to skip the Microsoft account requirement and to create create a local account, we're going to be using this section. So make sure that the Let Windows Setup create the following local accounts is selected, and then we're going to delete this user, and then we're only going to create an admin, and then we're just going to use admin as the display name, and we're going to specify the password. And make sure to set the first user as an administrator. Now in this section, make sure to select the passwords do not expire option. For account logout policy, select Use Default Policy. For the File Explorer tweaks, just select the Use File Explorer Default Settings. This is optional, but you can check the Always Show File Extensions, which by default File Explorer doesn't do this. And if you prefer to use the classic context menu, you can check this option right here. Also, if you want to open File Explorer on this PC instead of the Quick Access page, you can check this option. And if you want to enable the End Task command in the taskbar for the taskbar context menu, you can check it right here. This option is an advanced option that is available through the Settings app, but it's not enabled by default. So basically, when an app freezes and is unresponsive, you have to use Task Manager in order to terminate the app. But if you check this option, you can just right-click the application that is not responding, and selecting the End Task will terminate that process. Now, to install Windows 11, removing as much clutter as possible, for the Start menu and taskbar, you want to choose the Hide option, so the search box do not display in the taskbar, and you also want to choose the Remove All Icons. So after installation, in the taskbar, you won't see any icons. Also, check the Disable Widgets, and this will hide the news feed and the weather information that appears in the taskbar. If you want a more traditional experience, you can set the taskbar to align to the left. You can also hide the Task View button. And this is optional, but if you don't want to see web results when doing a search, you can disable that option right here. Now, in this section, check the Remove All Pins, and this will give you a clean interface for the Start menu. And then you can pin all the apps that you want on a clean canvas. Now, under the System Tweaks, you can disable or enable a bunch of features. And this is up to you which ones you want to turn on or turn off. The only thing I'm going to say is that try not to disable Windows Defender, because you need an antivirus on your computer. Also, I know that sometimes Windows Update might cause issues, but it is always recommended to install the latest update on your computer. So do not check the Disable Windows Update option. So, and the rest is up to you to decide which one you want to enable or disable. You can always skip all these options and continue creating the answer file with the next section. Under visual effects, it's up to you the effects that you want to enable or disable on your computer, but usually you want to use the default settings chosen by Windows. Under desktop icons, just choose the Show Default Desktop Icons. If you're not using virtualization, you can skip this section. If you're using a wired connection to the internet, you don't need to worry about these settings, but you want to choose the Skip Wi-Fi configuration, so the setup doesn't stop right here on this section. Now, if you have a laptop and is connected via Wi-Fi, you can select the Configure Wi-Fi using these settings and make sure to configure the authentication for that particular network. For the spread settings, select the Disable All option. For the lock key settings, just use the default setting. For the sticky keys, just use the default sticky key settings. You can always choose the personalization settings after installation. So for colors and desktop wallpaper, just use the default settings. And here, that's where we're going to debloat the Windows 11 installation during the setup process. So right here, you can select the apps that you don't want Windows 11 to install during the setup. Now, if you want to remove all the possible apps from the system, just click the Select All button. Now, you can always deselect all and then select the apps that you don't want the setup to install. But in my case, I'm going to select all. So this lesson is about bypassing all the requirements and debloat Windows 11 as much as possible, so you don't need to run any custom scripts. So we can skip this section. Now in here, just select the Do Not Configure the Windows Defender Application Control Policy. Skip this section, and just click the Download XML file button. And that's it. And for those who are wondering, yes, answer files is a thing and Microsoft supports it. The company has created this feature to automate the process, which usually is used by organizations to deploy the operating system with specific configurations. Now, on the media creation tool, just click the Finish button. And then on the recently created installation media, we're going to open the USB. And then the last thing left to do is to open the location where you saved the autounattend.xml file. Then we're going to copy this. And then we're going to paste it in the root of the Windows 11 USB bootable media. Now, you can connect the USB bootable media to the PC that you want to install Windows 11, and the process will start automatically. And here's a warning. Using this process, the installation will happen automatically and everything on that computer will be erased. So if you have multiple hard drives, it is best to disconnect them and only leave the main physical drive that you want to install the operating system. Then after installation, you can reconnect all the drives to access the data. Also, you must ensure that your computer can boot from USB, which means that you might need to change the UEFI settings. Since the firmware settings are different on every computer, remember to check your manufacturer support website for more specific details. Now, I just connected the USB bootable media to another computer, and now I'm in the BIOS, so I'm selecting the USB device to proceed with the automatic installation. And that's it. We just completed an installation of Windows 11 on unsupported hardware with the least amount of unnecessary applications. For example, if we go to the Start menu, we can see that it's totally clean. If we go to the All Apps menu, we can see that we only have a few essential apps. The taskbar is clean. And even if we go to the Settings app, also you'll notice that there are not web results on Windows Search. And then if we go to Apps, Install Apps, we can see that we only have a few tools installed on the system. Oh, also it's important to know that we're using a local account without a Microsoft account. Now, the last thing that you want to do is just to go to Windows Update and make sure to turn on this feature and just click the Check for Updates button to download and install all the available updates. Also, you want to go to Device Manager and confirm that all the device drivers are installed on the computer. If your computer looks something like this, then all the drivers are installed on your computer. Now, if anything is missing, you will notice a yellow mark or a red mark. One thing you can do is just to go to Advanced Options and then on Optional Updates. If there are any updates for drivers, it will be listed here and you can download it on your computer. Now, if your computer is missing any other type of drivers, you will have to download them from the manufacturer support website. And that's it. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be using this method to install Windows 11 on unsupported hardware. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and I just hope this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing.